Hi Virgo. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. This is Nayanda. Back at it again to give you your message for the month of January. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Do make sure that you're checking out your other placements for a fuller message. And if this message does not apply, please don't force it to fit. Anyway, I'm hearing something about Chinese food, something about China or being Chinese. Anyways, I'm in New York. I live here now. Yeah. I'm so excited to be back on the East Coast. So if you hear some random noises, that's the reason why. It's not nearly as quiet as where I was living in California. But anyway, yes. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty, baby. So what do we have for, what is the energy? What will Virgo be dealing with in the month of January? I'm hearing stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's a Rough Riders roll. I think he was a Sagittarius. He probably has Virgo placements. I've noticed, like, Virgo and Leo to Libra placements carry very similar energy. So in the month of January, you could be looking forward to some sort of a celebration or planning a party of some sort. For some of you guys, you want to get married. I do see that here. You could be getting married in January. Libra could be significant for a lot of you guys. If you're getting fucking Libra, check out Libra's reading, I guess. Libra got a lot of explaining to do. Okay. So this could be something about a marriage or a child, I'm hearing. Now I'm hearing y'all gonna make me lose my mind. So you could be trying to show somebody like how tough you are in the month of January, Virgo. You could be going on a trip. Here's your energy here. So you're walking away from some sort of betrayal. You could be going like hermit mode, like isolating yourself or like taking time away from either social media or just taking time away from people in general right now to assess something that's happened to you. But it's because you want to give something another go, or there's something that you want to try to accomplish, or there's something that you want to try to do, or there's a place that you want to go, okay? But I'm hearing something about a new beginning. It's like you're trying to regain your passion for something. You could be dealing with a Pisces here, or Pisces placement yourself. And we have Gemini as well. So some of you guys could be taking a pause on your love life. We have Taurus and Cancer energy coming through here. There's something that you're confused about. Like maybe you've been feeling blocked off in your love life, if it is love. If not, you could be feeling like, I'm being repressed. There's something you're repressing, Virgo, for fear, of embarrassment or for fear of being perceived in a way that you're uncomfortable with being perceived. Where it's like if you let go of that fear of the perception and understand that you can't confirm. I'm hearing confirm how people perceive you. So maybe in January you're a lot too. Okay, it was 333. In January you're beginning to realize that you give way too much energy, or maybe I'm telling you that you give way too much energy into how you're perceived, like how you, I don't know, it's almost kind of giving the energy of maybe, I'm hearing putting the horse before the cart before the horse. Putting the cart before the horse. So it's like you're trying, okay, so either you're trying to, or you're beginning to realize that trying to rush into something, or trying to, whatever method it is that you're using to try to get somewhere in life, it's not getting you where it is that you want, or it's not working anymore. And it's like, you know what you want. You know exactly what it is that you want, but you keep doing the same thing to try to get it, and it's not getting you anywhere. Is that what it is that I'm seeing? Clarity on the Hanged One. For some of you guys, I'm hearing torture. It's torture. So whatever this recurring, like, obsessive-compulsive thought is, obsessive-compulsive, okay, I'm so sorry, Virgo. So obsessive-compulsive from the psychology girl, obsessive compulsive disorder is a type of anxiety disorder. I don't like to say, oh, OCD, OCD. It's not always a disorder, but obsessive compulsion is a form of anxiety. So there's something that you're doing to soothe your anxiety that's just making you more anxious, or there's something that you partake in, or there's some behavior or something that you do that's you're doing to ease your anxiety, but it's making you more anxious. And it's something about, either it's heartbreak, because we have the three of swords here. For some of you, it's you're not processing some sort of hurt. That's what it's looking like. And it's like, maybe you're really obsessed with like the idea of getting married, or the idea of having a perfect marriage, or the idea of being, I don't know, Virgo, I could be wrong, but it's almost kind of like it's giving that vibe of like, if you're a woman, you'll understand this, of like I'm 30, I'm about to be 31 in a couple of weeks, where it's like, I used to put so many time constraints on myself, Virgo, where it's like, I have to do this by this age, I have to do this by that age, and I have to look like this, and I have to act like this. Not necessarily look and act, but it's like, I feel like when you're in that awkward phase of like the late 20s, where you are technically an adult, but really you've just finished developing at 25. So it's like there's this pressure on you to get your shit together at 18, but you're still a fucking kid. And then you just stop being a kid at 25, and then now people are starting to put pressure on you of like, oh, why aren't you married? Or, oh, why don't you have any kids? Or, oh, whatever the case might be. And it's like, in all reality, we used to die at 40, and that's the reason why they were sweating us at 25, but we're living clear up into our like hundreds and stuff like that. So why is me being 25 or whatever, even 30, such a big deal? Like, I've really only been an adult for like 5 years. Like, you guys need to chill, cool it, right? But I only realized, well, personal story, I was living with my ex for about 2 years, up until I moved to New York. And and it was funny because when we had broken up like 2 years ago, I had a lot of people that were just like, so what are you going to do about like this or this or that? And it's like, because I really want kids and I want X, Y, and Z. And I just am kind of like, honestly, I have experienced a long-term relationship. I've experienced what being married would be like without actually having to be married. And I've also experienced the reality of being with someone at the beginning and things seeming like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be, but then as you get older and as you grow, you begin to realize that, oh, I'm not the same person that I was. My needs changed. I've grown into a different individual. And it's like, for that reason, that happens both to myself and to other people. It's like, it's better for me to focus my energy on myself. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to have a family, and it's nice to have a partner, and I do have the firm belief that those things are already here, and that I'm going to get what it is that I want. But I'm not going to get what it is that I want by being desperate about it or trying to force it to happen. And I feel like the relationships that I had in my 20s were very much me trying to force like a square puzzle piece in a round hole. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, these people clearly weren't for me. Like, it was just very clear they weren't for me. Either they didn't reciprocate, or we didn't have the same interest. But it's like, in my head, maybe it's because I'm a Pisces moon, I don't know. Maybe it is a Pisces moon, a Pisces placement thing in general, to be able to like free flow a situation for it to be convenient for you, and completely disregard the reality that like, hey, you don't really like it here, but like, either you're so emotionally invested in the situation, or you're financially invested in the situation. Like, I was with my ex for 5 years. We lived together for 7 years. We lived together, or we were in a relationship for 5 years. So it's like, at a certain point in that relationship, you did realize where it was like, and it wasn't, trust me, it wasn't at the 5th year. It's like, it took some time to you really realizing like, okay, is this actually going to work out? But oh my God, I have all this in both of our names. We're sharing this, we're sharing this, we're sharing that. And sometimes you just stay complacent in a situation just because of how much time and energy you've invested into it. And then after a while, your emotions, you process them, and then you realize at the end of the day, it's like, that's time investment is not enough to keep me in a relationship or in a job or in a situation where I'm not happy, where I'm not getting my needs met, where this isn't, or no longer, sometimes shit just changes, and it's like, okay, what fit me then doesn't fit me now. You know what I mean, Virgo? And maybe, I don't know, I'm kind of getting this message for you that it's like, you're way too concerned with perfectionism and perception, as opposed to what your truth is. So like, let's say for example that you're married to somebody, right? And you guys have been married for a really long time. Y'all got kids together. Now, I want to add this caveat of, I don't have kids and I've never been married. So any situation that I've ever entered into, I've easily been able to, Well, I mean, as it's easier than getting a divorce with kids, you know what I'm saying? But I will add that caveat that I do not understand all of the nuances that come with that. Especially because being married, you have the added pressure of societal expectations, especially if you are a woman. For men, too, I've noticed men typically don't leave marriages if they're not happy with them. They just kind of stick it out. But anyway, um, there's something about you being more concerned with being perceived a certain way as opposed to you actually being content in the situation that you're in. Um, and it's because you're trying to hold back from processing some sort of pain or some sort of heartbreak, maybe from childhood. Clarity on the Three of Swords. And it's like because you're refusing to process whatever that wound is, whether it's an insecurity, if you didn't feel like you were good enough, it could be daddy issues here too with the Emperor card here as well. Because you're refusing to allow for whatever that cycle is that's hurting you to end. So it's like if you are considering getting a divorce, yeah, stepping into the arena of like actually going through a divorce is a very complicated, very messy situation, but it does not last forever. It is tense. Like when it came to me moving out, it was like it was tense, it was a lot, it was emotionally burdensome. Yes, but like that whole part of it, the moving part and the separating all the stuff part, all that stuff was all temporary. Once you get over that hump, you're good. It's like the pain has been processed, everything has been done, everything's back, whatever, and you're back to your normal energy, or you're not your normal energy, but you're back to focusing on yourself again, which especially Virgo, if like you're getting a divorce or you're going through like the ending of a long-term relationship, I can only I can only compare it to, you know, when you're in an airport and you're walking on that like walking pad, and it's like you could be walking on the side, but like you're going a little bit faster because you're on the little walking pad thing. It's the same thing as like you get off of that and like you're used to the floor moving a certain speed, and now you're stopped. You're like, oh shit, I have to walk now. Like nothing is carrying me faster and nothing is carrying me forward. It's like this is back to me now. And although like I've walked before, right? I've walked before. I know what it feels to touch the ground. It's like, wow, this is a totally different speed than what it is that I'm used to. I hope that makes sense, but that's what I do see happening for you in the month of January. It's like either you're processing something, or this is me telling you that you need to process something so that you can let it go. And understand that whatever the uncomfortable situation is that you're trying to avoid is temporary, but the pain that you're suffering right now, you're prolonging it because you're refusing to let something go. And if you could just allow yourself to just gird your loins and to go through the pain in the situation, or to go through the uncomfortable situation, no matter what that is for you, you're going to be surprised that like, oh, every life is so long if you're lucky. Those painful feelings and those painful situations are going to be a blip in the radar when you look back on it. Like I was talking to my little sister. I'm like, you know, you're in this relationship when you're 22 and you thought like, oh my God, it has to be the end all be all. And for whatever reason, you're trying to make every fucking body be the end all be all at 22. But anyway, just calling myself out. And then like now looking back, I did it almost 31. It's like, of course I wasn't going to work with that fucking dickhead bitch. Of course it wasn't gonna fucking work. It was never gonna fucking. Matter of fact, why was I even putting up with that? Why was I even entertaining that? Like, you knew when you were with this dude that he wasn't shit. You were just trying to convince yourself that, like, oh, it was worth it because you had invested all this time and energy. Girl, if you don't just dump that nigga. If you don't just dump that nigga. But it's like trying to force that person to be with you and to become the person that you need them to be with you, instead of just finding the person that is good for you. You know what I mean? It's something like that. But anyway, Virgo, this is getting longer than I intended for it to be. What advice do we have for Virgo in the month of January? I'm hearing for some of you guys, you need a vetting system for when you're dealing with people. You need a vetting system for when you're dealing with people, because there's something about you being way too open way too quickly when it comes to other people. It could also be like you investing too much energy or helping too much, or whatever the case might be. Clarity on the advice for the month of January for Virgo placements. Somebody could be Puerto Rican. There's this advice for you to learn how to move slow. Or maybe, like, in the future. In the future, learn to move slower. I keep getting something about a vetting system. Come in. Hi, baby. Drowning you in my heart. Your love is king. We'll never ever part. Is that what she says in that song?
You said we're going?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, what's up?
let's go come in here.
You could chill in here.
They said you could do my face. Whatever.
Now you want me to do your face. Now you want me to do your face. Give me like.
You can't be mad when I have a pretty pink bow in my hair.
Always gonna be mad,
You
but
can't be mad when I have a pretty pink bow in my hair. I'm just a girl.
so am I. Yeah, I'll do your makeup in a little bit. Give me like 30 more minutes. I have like 2 more songs to do. I have
I'm
2 more.
about to be asleep.
Girl, you are not going to sleep at 6 p.m. Why would you do that? You're gonna be up all night.
Oh no. No?
You bored? That's probably because you're bored. I be sleeping when I'm bored. I do.
Oh, he came home and went straight into the bathroom.
I'm taking a shower. Yeah. Alright, baby. Well, if you're not asleep, I will come back in there and do your makeup. I love you. Close that door.
I know. I'm not dad.
Okay,
That's
babe.
when it comes to me. He don't be closing my door.
Oh yeah, that's black parents. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that, Virgo. Yeah, don't force yourself to hold on to something. Especially because if you're trying to negate your emotions for logic, like it's like I can't get another job because of this, or I can't split from this person because we have that. Don't make excuses to stay in a situation that's stagnant, Virgo. That's definitely what I'm seeing here. Because it's almost like you would rather just stick around. It's almost kind of like you would. I'm hoping you're not doing this, Virgo, but it looks like you would almost rather just kind of stay in limbo and hope for somebody or something to come around. And I don't want you, because when you do that, you just settle for whatever, Virgo, and you don't. That's not. Come on, that's not baddie energy. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Virgo, I'm not saying that to judge you. I know we've all been in different places in our life, but definitely we all die one day, so don't waste your life in situations and with people that you know are no good for you, you don't have a future with, or whatever the case might be. But anyways, thank you so much for coming back to my channel, Virgo. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure that you check out that information in my bio if you'd like to book a personal reading. So I will see you next time. Ciao.